Joining us now, Dr. William Groff. You know what? Rashes are real, and they affect people, and they can be very, very uncomfortable. Do you see more summer irritation or rashes? I swear one day I'll work with professionals, Dr. Groff.
They're going to give you a rash, all this,
They are.
all the
Do you
stress.
see it more during the summer?
Well, if you think about it, when we're in the summertime, we're outdoors more, so there are certainly more rashes related to exposure. And I don't want to give you too many hints because you're going to take a little test here.
We're all going to do it. You get to play at home. But is it like, is it a seasonal thing or?
Yeah, well, I mean, certainly in the summertime, because of the activities we partake in, we're exposed to certain things we might not be exposed to in the wintertime. So yes, it definitely is.
So we have all kinds, we're going to play a little game. You can do it at home too, and maybe this affects you and you can find out what to do about it.
That's right.
We're going to see the rash and we have to guess what it is and what it's caused by?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at our first rash. This is a rash. It's it's on the hand. That looks painful. I have to guess what this is?
I'll give you a hint.
Please do, because I don't know.
Let's pretend this is Brad, and Brad was in Pacific Beach surfing. After his surf session, he decided to have a drink at a local bar on the beach, and then the next day he had this weird rash.
So if he was in the
burns
ocean,
and stings.
is this, I don't know.
Has more to do with the drink.
You want a hint?
Yes?
Oh yeah.
I don't get it.
All right.
The lime.
The lime.
He's having a reaction to lime?
Correct.
So lime?
There's this rash called Lyme or margarita dermatitis. So let's pretend if we were at the bar and we squeezed one of these limes into our drink and it got onto our hand, the juice, there's a chemical in the juice called psoralen, which makes our skin very sensitive to sunlight, so you get an intense burn. Can blister, and the other things, there are actually other things. Celery, for example, if you get celery juice on your hand, or parsley, they have the same kind of ingredient. So we see this a lot in the summertime. Yeah, so be careful.
Okay, be careful with that one. Are you ready for your next rash? Let's take a look. Name that rash. Let's see it. I need a pic. Oh, that does not look fun, Dr. Groff. That looks painful.
Do you want me to give you a little hint on this one?
I need hints. I don't do rashes.
Let's pretend that it was Saturday and we went on a nice hike through the woods. And the next
I know. Poison ivy.
There you go. Now, the important thing I want to note about poison ivy is a lot of people think, oh my gosh, it's spreading, it's getting worse over time. But what really happens a lot of times is, say we're hiking through the woods. The oil from the plant gets on our shoes. So every time you touch your shoes and you touch your face, your body, you kind of spread that oil and the rash spreads.
That makes sense.
So the point being that make sure you wash, if you're going for a hike, make sure you wash your shoes afterwards to get that oil off.
Okay, how are you doing with this game? Do you want to do another rash? Let's take a look. Here's the next rash. Maybe you know, oh, what is that? Is that a mole? What is that?
It's not a bad guess.
Okay.
Let's pretend like you're in your 50s or 60s and you have several of these on your back and they've been there for a long time and they haven't really changed too much.
Okay.
Well, you were right in that this is what's called a seborrheic keratosis, and like most moles, they're harmless, but they're cosmetically annoying.
Okay.
So they can easily be removed, but a lot of patients think that they come in and they think these are skin cancers, which we're glad that they come in because they do look like skin cancers in a way because they have multiple colors, weird shape, size. Borders are irregular, but if you have something like this, it's always best to have a dermatologist take a peek.
Did we get through all the rashes?
Almost. I think there might be one more.
There's one more. Okay, let's just do one more rash.
One more. Oh, maybe this is the rash you were talking about earlier.
I'm so happy whoever came up with this idea because he is itchy and he can be quite annoying and you want to sometimes just stick a cream on him and make him go.
And like that guy there, he can kind of get under the skin sometimes, right? I mean, that's what I thought you were saying. Not my skin. I love Raoul.
Oh, Dr. Groff, you are so much fun. If you want to get in touch with the doctor, I guess he's a comedian as well. Go to fox5sandiego.com. Click the seat on top. What happened?
You did so well.
Oh,
we're going to give you honorary dermatologist for the day. She did so well.
I got the certificate to name that rash.
Oh, wow.
My favorite rash is out of all of them.